and welcome to another Midwestern Minecraft Mining Livestream. We are here on stream number 20 of this subordinate series to Midwestern Minecraft. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. So, on the initial part of our agenda for tonight, we are going to be heading down into the depths of the super depths of the world, where we will be getting our paws on some redstone. And because, well, quite honestly, need some redstone for future stuff. Show that to you guys here in a moment. But I've gotten stuff prepped and all that. Made sure I got some torches and all that jazz. Minecart, blah, 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 blah. All that jazz. So, let's see here. Let me make sure that Minecraft's going the way it should be. Oh, I forgot to launch the launcher. Of course. Of course. Duh. Typical shenanigans. Go ahead and back up my world. Just for the giggles. We'll do a safety backup. Just so that we can make sure that... come on. Oh, not you, Media Player Classic. I wanted the chatbot. So, chatbot. Okay. All right. Okay, so I have, of course, been off. Oh, hello. What in the heck is the slime doing here? There should be no slime. I obviously forgot to turn off, what's it? But, been doing a lot of the redstoning work. Come on. Let's hope to back up. But, been doing a lot of the off-cam. Been doing a lot of the redstoning work. As you can see, this is just some of it. The systems here for the extraction works. Oops. Some more of it up here. Of course, we have all this stuff up here. So, yes. Quite frankly, I'm going to need some redstone for future build stuff. So, we'll just take the easy peasy way out. When I was busy installing some of this stuff here, I was like, gosh, this is just gobbling up redstone like no tomorrow, sort of thing, you know? And so that's why I thought, well, what can I do to get some redstone? Oh, it's like, I know where some is. So I made sure before part of my getting myself put together, let's see, that is set correctly. Wunderbar. Made sure. Let's go ahead and put that bad boy there. Yeah, this is one of the areas where I had to fight the warden and all that. Still got the sounder shulkers, whatever they're called, active in that area somewhere. Let's see. To go this way? No. Yes, I was like, I think I'm making a wrong turn, and then I was like, yeah, wrong turn. I think I just did another wrong turn. Should be, is it this way? So you see, my canopy's going there. Yes, yes, here we go. This is it. This is it. Dum dum. I know there's some redstone in these spots. Well, let's get this obsidian while I'm here. Figure since we're here, we can get the obsidian. I know I could have done it off cam, but I thought, let's get it while we're here. As you can see down here, there's some bedrock down there, and this used to be a big lava pool. Just taking a quick gander around. So most of the reason why I'm here, of course, is we've been here historically is for lava stuff, for the lighting of the mine shaft and all that. And the last little bits there are going on. Let's see, let's quickly double sure here that we're not gonna need to come back and miss anything. Huh. Some extra torches was a wise idea. Oh, hello. This comes back on itself. No, not the end of the world. Let's quickly make sure there's nothing hiding up here. Shouldn't be. Remember to come back check that guy over there. But most of what we're going to be looking for is going to be over here. Switch over to fortune pick. Make sure see a little bit of the lava and water that used to be in these parts. There. A significant part of this area here used to be a giant lava pool. So. So of course, as I extracted the lava, I was like, ooh, redstone, ooh, more redstone, ooh, more redstone, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, wished I could have gotten more, but I got what I got. I don't foresee, now that I've cleared out, we got almost 3 stacks of redstone there. Pretty nice. Wait a minute. Is this a geode? Looks like a geode. A geode I've already cleared out. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, is this a geode? He's having one of those the sorts of moments, you know? Come up here and get... oops. Screw it. Not much there. It sounded like we could have had something past that, but I'm not going to worry about it. Ow. This area is now more or less totally abandonable. What is that? Huh. Thought I saw, for an instant, I thought I saw more redstone. Wishful thinking. See some of the mining works right there. Able to get netherite and all that. So now, what we're going to do is head up back to the surface. We're going to deposit this couple deep slate here into the system. There we go. And not a bad haul. Almost 3 stacks of redstone. Not bad. And we'll, of course, have to do some more mining. I'm going to go ahead and mute game sound effects for you guys so I don't blow any headphones users out. I probably will, at some point, go poking around and I'll have to do another mining session on the deep mines there. Let's switch that over. Let's see, where in the heck did I put my redstone? Stone brick. There it is. Let's go ahead and hop over. And I'm keeping the stuff muted so I don't blow those of you who are using headphones. I've even got it deafened on my side too. My headphones. Oh, I'll just put the obsidian in with the what's it? There, I was like, I'm forgetting to do something, and then I hopped in, pressed the button, started going. I was like, oh, silly tree, you got the bloody obsidian on you. So I don't remember if I talked about this last episode because this past week I was ill. Yes, even this tree can get ill. Finally, this right here, those 2 torches we just passed, is the old mine shaft end, like these guys, like this end down here. And there we go. There we go. And let me go ahead and return sound. Just deposit that right there. One of those things, as I've said plenty of times. I'm glad Mojang redid the thing so that iron and gold would behave more like like coal, lapis, redstone, and did the same for copper and all that. All right, excuse me. Let's see here. Let's grab ourselves some of our supplies. Got that half stack of torches. Also got to do, yeah, go full, so let's see. Doesn't matter which one, we'll just pop that one in there, doesn't matter. All right, let's go ahead here. Now, I'm pretty much getting to the point of, because of how far we have to travel from here to, the end of the, from the smelter end to down here. What I'll probably do for next ops is when I next get around to extending the mine shaft. Bear in mind, like I said, I have a full-time job. I have to take care of IRL stuff. I'm not fortunate to have, win the lottery or have a benefactor to, give me money to live off of yet. Probably have a much higher probability of getting struck by lightning than I do winning the lottery. But, yeah, I'm thinking that I'm getting myself to the point to where what we'll do is I'll install a portal system, and what I'll do is transload stuff, load stuff, get myself filled up, bring, with me the stuff I need, ship it down to the other end by the, you know what, that's actually a better idea. I just gave myself an idea. I just gave myself a little bloody idea, guys. I'm going to remute the game here. I don't think... If I do have any obsidian left... here at the... that is an idea. That is an idea. What I was originally thinking was putting down here, somewhere amongst the terminal tracks right here. It's probably going to be somewhere approximately right in this area. Probably right about here. Be a portal, that way I can, pop in and out, come in, drop stuff off, and, have, and then essentially, double up. I would probably tear out, these guys right here on all these tracks right here. Or, yeah, I'd probably, do it right here, all on these. And then these couple guys right here. And, somewhere, put in a portal right here and tear out those tracks and say, it's like, the rest, could stay. But I just gave myself an idea. So, oh. Oh, that is a real sexy idea. Make it a big portal. No, wait. It's not going to work like that. Duh. Oh, wrong placement, tree. Oops. Where's the... There. Ah! Dum-dum. Okay. Buttons. All right. We will... So I need to go over to check here to see if I have any obsidian left over here. We're supposed to be mining. What are we doing? Changing how things up. Aha! We do have some obsidian! Tree future-proof things! Hooray! Now, we won't light this portal up. We will not light this portal up. Which we will, at minimum, install. There we go. There we go. So basically, whenever we do get around to lighting this thing up, you know, we'll just put some torches in here for now. What we'll basically do is be able to then, because of the 1 to 8 rule, so basically 1 block in the nether, 8 blocks in the overworld, be able to, you know, be able to much more rapidly transit. Oh, that's another idea. You know what? I'm curious. Curiosity is getting the better of me, guys. Am I even going to be able to pop in anywhere and not, well, die? Let's quickly decant ourselves. Part of me is just wanting to err on the side of caution. See, I'll have some flint and steel up. I know I've got some flint and steel up top side. Don't know why I'd have some down here, but I'm just going to quickly double check. Knowing me, I am as organized as I try to be. I am also at the same time notorious for leaving oddball things in oddball places. And I would rather not have to worry about, you know, in this case, we have to go topside. Low oxidals. Saw that gas tier and I was like, what the heck is a gas tier doing here? Could have sworn I had flint and steel here. Excuse me. Well, guess we'll have to go do this. Now we'll have an oddball flint and steel. Yes, camels, I hear ya. Sorry about that, guys. Had a brain fart. Sorry, headphones users. Alright, let's see here, guys. We're going to take a risk. Will I end up in a pool of lava? I end up in my own bloody what's-it! Obviously, the portals are too close. Which one will I end up in? See? I ended up back up topside. Obviously, they are too close to one another. I mean, obviously we have this one there, but and the other one is obviously that way and to the right. Well, there's a way we can do this. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But what I'm going to have to do is find, you know... Let's go and break the portal. Alright, so basically where I am right here. X80, Y50, Y15, Z, or Z. I have scoring going, even though I don't live in the UK or Canada or Australia or other places that use Z instead of Z. ZZ, negative 232. There is, let me see if I have it. Just a second. Yeah, a second. Because what we can do is okay. There's a website called nethercalculator.com. And let me get you guys, drop the link here in chat. I'm going to want to do this off cam to make sure that, you know, I'll probably, the way it's probably going to be ending up is I'm probably going to be cursing left, right, and center. But, let's see. Alright. But, I just plugged my coordinates in. I'm going to do this the lazy McLazy way. And I'm just going to do a quick gander. But basically what I'm going to do is using this site, basically I'm going to be making the portal that we just had. This our regular old portal right here. link him up with the other guy. Have him, he'll always be with this guy here in the nether, right? So basically what I'd have to do is come here to -29, which is... I'd have to go this way over to 10, and then go down. So, let's see here. So yeah, I would have to, it would pretty much, either way. Yeah, we'd end up in that lava lake down, somewhere down in that lava lake down there. And, it'd be a case of, it's, go over. Yeah, we definitely would be in that lava lake down there. What I'd probably have to do would probably be easier overall for me to just, come all the way down here through the netherite farm here. Basically have to go through probably this side. Let's see. Yeah. Basically, I'd have to go through here, because this is basically the level we'd have to go at. And then I'd have to go, 60 blocks back this way to the coordinates I want, like the portal, come back through, and what we're about to do, come back up through here. Come up through here, and all that jazz. And this way, I know I've got some gravel, some bloody gravel, and basically what I'd have to do is, that was the thing, is like I knew when I was looking around to get a netherite mine going, I figured, well, looking over here, if I could just get over here through there long enough, I was looking up over there, so if I could just get over to this area enough, I can establish a mine and then create a more direct route, which is, of course, what I did. So that's what I'm going to have to do. So that way, we have the upper portal, we have the main portal, and the mine portal. Because obviously the one we tried to make obviously did its own little dealy. This game, obviously the way the game is programmed is part of the, a portal that is, if there's a nearby portal, unless you have, unless you're like, usually, it's people, I at least tend to associate it with a modded server, but, even on the old Good Guy Gamers Minecraft server was, vanilla, I think it was like Vanilla Plus or something like that. Basically, it adds, more administrative modding. Basically, would allow the server admins to get some mod feature-esque items, like being able to set up, a specific set of portals, one would point to the other and vice versa. And so, we had this portal area, this portal building where everybody would have their own little areas, their own Let's Play areas. Oh, I forgot stuff behind. Dumb. But, let's quickly switch that off. Switch off the thing here so I don't get further distracted by it. But basically it allowed us to have our own, without having to have a million portals get redirected, always having to redirect portals all the time. We could have certain pair of portals point to one another. I honestly had 2 sets of portals. The house set and the main set, and the town set, I would actually say. Is the way I had my when I first joined the server, and I learned, it's like we could have people could have their own LP areas. I was like, could you someone find me? Can we find ourselves can we find me, because I love myself Dark Oak, can we find me a Dark Forest area? And admins were like, sure. Well, let's go find one. Oops. Let's get... And so that became the initial hookup. And obviously, I needed some time to get it set up before I could have, a town portal installed. And by the time that happened, my area was sufficiently set up to allow a town portal to be set up, which allowed me to have, the 2 portal access. That way I could have, I had a little bunker area for my personal area from my house. That way I can pop in, go where I needed to go, and go from there. And then, of course, the community portal from town came into my commons building. And, hello there, bot. Good timing. I'm just busy chatting away, and you say, come compromise yourself. Da-da-da. Bye-bye. Alright, so, let's see here. Let's turn the sound back on. Okay. Alright. Now that we have finally gotten ourselves in order, reasonably, excuse me, but it felt good. And you can see where I came through and did the ceiling there. It's all uniformly one block type or another. Oh, and yes, I'll have to do the thing akin to that. But yeah, each, like I said, I had, I could, and I forget, I don't know what the exact programming was, but I vaguely remember that, I'm not sure if I'm fully remembering this accurately. Hello there, bloody gravel. But part of me is remembering that you could even have it to where for this Vanilla Plus stuff, whatever it was called, that's the name I'm somewhat remembering right now, is you could actually have, oh, hello there. I don't really need your copper, but I'll still mine you. But, you could even, oh, wait, what's that? Iron! Iron. More iron. But, part of me is also remembering, that you could also, have a sign. I think it was like you could have, it was like either one side or like one side could have a sign. I think it was like one side could have a sign and have a button selector. Or I think it was had to be on one side. You know, you have to, if there were like 4 destinations, you know, you had to, you know, right click and indicate which destination, you know, destination A, B, C, D. Hit the button, and that, you know, the portal would be on, and then you would say, you know, that would be, you know, telling the program, you know, user Osage Orange selects destination D, but it would, you know, if it was still set to A and I didn't push the button, I'd still go to destination A, whereas if I went and selected D, because that's wherever it is where we're going, push the button, it would say, okay, user Osage Orange, having pressed the button for selection D, we're now going to D. So. Blah, blah, blah. Bye, gravel. Blah, da, da, da. Let's quickly, get some, 19 raw iron thingies. More iron. Yes, I'm going crazy. It's all because I just need the iron. Some of the folks over at the Good Guy Gamers, you know, they was like, God, Osage is crazy about iron. It's like, you try building giant things made out of with the huge amounts of iron, you know. Well, you got giant furnaces, giant smelters to make. They still say that about me whenever I mention it. Now, that was, you know, 10 years ago now. Even though it's not fully complete yet. Mark 8. Let's see, let me just a sec. I need a mentally iron. I need to mentally backtrack here. It's the Mark 4 on the old server. Mark 5. Light Challenger. Big Boy. Heavy Challenger. Let's see. Oh, wait, it was the 9000. Light Challenger. Big Boy. Heavy Challenger. It was Last World. Yeah, this is the Mark 9. Gosh darn it, I have not kept track, quite honestly, of... Oh, jeez. It's just... Yeah! The way my brain... Part of my brain feels right now with all this stuff. I said, I am more likely to get struck by lightning than to win the lottery. You know, if I could even get, say, if I got, let's just say I got one of, whoa, hello, I knew this was coming. Even if I was able to get, say, when... I see skellies down yonder. 3 creepers, 2 skellies. That, well... Yeah, there's redstone right down there. Have to go down there at some point. Looks like some iron right there, or maybe gold. I got 3 creeper. I'm still waiting for the Faithful pack to get updated. I checked it the other day, and still hadn't updated. No way it was this morning. Well, early sun. After I did city building Saturdays, I was like, yeah, I need to remember to get ready for mining livestream tonight. And I was like, oh, let's see if Faithful's been updated. Of course it hasn't. But, yes, the, hello over there, White Cat. You bloody attention needer. Just a second. The little pretty kitty who loves having attention. One sec. Just a sec. Sorry about that. We'll say that White Cat, he is smart. He's smart enough to know that depending on whether a door opens to the left or to the right, he'll stick a paw if he can. Try to stick it if he can, either under, if there's enough, gap of saying, sticking under, despite say a carpet, enough for him to get his toe beans, his paw pads underneath the door, or on the side if it's not fully seated in the door jamb. And of course, if a door's able to be opened by him, if it's swinging, that's the door swinging into a room. If he's on the side that, this door swings away from, he knows that he can push it with his head. Or if it's a little bit harder to open, he'll stand up on his rear paws and put his 4 paws on the door and push it open that way. And, he'll slide down and then walk in. So, despite the times that he tends to act like a dum-dum, he's actually pretty smart. Of course, he had Striped Cat to show him that. There were several times where it was either, me or whoever in the tree family. And this, of course, was many, many years ago now. There were times where one of us would spy White Cat and Striped Cat near to one another, usually on Tree Parent's bed. And they would just be staring at each other. And then Striped Cat was known for her temperamental attitude. She only had one person. Tree Mom was her person. And there would be times where someone, whoever, would spy them looking at each other. And as soon as Striped Cat saw that, one of the member of the tree family was seeing them, she would start going... and she would often scamper off. But they were there were those times where I saw it. I honestly don't know how many times. Probably about at least half a dozen times. About half a dozen times, to my immediate recollection. Was probably more than that. I would see the two of them somewhere. They'd be staring at each other. As soon as I saw them and Striped Cat saw me, me lumbering around, she would turn see and go. So it was one of those more interesting little bits, and so yeah, it's, we had to when her time came, you know, it was very sad. It was first cat that we had ever had, and white cat's now older than striped cat ever got to be. Let's see. She unfortunately had some medical issues that our vet recommended that she be put down, and she was just yowling. And the times she was just yowling so much, you know, it was apparent that she was in pain, and we did not want her to suffer needlessly. And then I'd already had a little bit of an idea what death was like, you know, for a loved one, or in this case, a loved cat, or, you know, this case being love for a cat. And even though that feeling wasn't always mutually returned, like I said, Tree Mom was Striped Cat's person. She was very particular in that way. That's okay. Some gold right there. Not going to worry about that. We'll worry about that later. And yeah, it was somewhat difficult. Having experienced, you know, death of two of my grandparents, I think it was at that point. And unfortunately, similarly, grandparents in question also had medical issues that unfortunately led to their demise. Medical stuff's not fun. Well, we got some luppies. Let's get off the topic of that. And, let's see here. Well, that 122 is going to be released sometime this year, hopefully. I know that we're currently running on 121.8. God. Oh, hello there. I still remember it was 10 years ago we were on, I started off on 1710. 1H was just right around the corner, and that's when, you know, granite, andesite, wherever any of it could be, diorite, was introduced. I still have a very strong preference for stone brick. Of course. Oh, hello. Down here at some point. Oh, here's another geode we dug out. Hello, creeper. You hurt your feet right there, son. You hurt your feet, did you? Oh, good for you. You stay down there, you explosive jerk. You stay down there. I ain't gonna come down there to have you blow me up to smithereens, that's for sure. Creeper's gonna creep. Creeper's gonna creep. knowing where we are. I saw the ooh, I saw the green there on the copper, and brain instantly went emerald. I was like, wait, is that emerald? No, it's copper. That, you know, a somewhat similar color there. Of course, it's not a shiny, necessarily shiny like emerald is, but, you know, a little bit of a, you know, that green texture there is, made my canopy say, emerald! Alright, drink here. Go juice is gone. Time to crack open a new bottle of Go Juice. Lid on the current one. Let's see, how much stuff do I have? Ooh. Enough for be 8 blocks of iron. 8 blocks of raw iron. All the irons. Now that the smelter itself is pretty, aside from the redstoning, is done, the redstone control system, you know, we're not going to need much in the way. I don't think where it is in build ops, going to need much more in the way of iron. We still got to install some track, though. There's going to be at least some iron still needed, but more iron. Torch. Still need to get some of the fuel distribution lines rigged up. Related to that. Yeah, it's most of the iron we're going to be getting these days is going to be for the item sorter. That is going to require a metric butt ton of iron. I say its name and it appears. I'm just remembering I don't remember which episode specifically it is of the TV series MASH. But Colonel Potter says, Klinger! Colonel Potter's in his office, and he shouts, Klinger! And then Klinger comes right in and says, you say my name and I appear. I should have gotten our pick fixed when we were down there. Down at the smelter, that is. And, well, what's done is done. Should hopefully have enough to get, more than enough to get this gallery done and the next one. Still need a lot of iron for the item sorter. Oops. Bye-bye. I don't know why. But, when I, how I said blah blah a moment ago, that got me thinking of, one of the older episodes of Family Guy, when, Peter and Brian have to go to AA meetings. And, they actually, get it to where they, actually are, drinking, even though they're supposed to be, getting sober and all that. And, Bruce, the gay guy, they're making a ruckus at the meeting, whatever meeting that they're at, and, for their whatever manyth meeting they've been to now. And, hello. And, Joe shows up. And, Bruce goes, "There's a policeman here now," or something like that. Oh, hello. Ow. Oh, hello. Nice big patch. But I started, and then of course, because they start panicking, or at least to a degree they panic, and because of course, because of course the oh jeez. Hopefully I can, yes, maybe. Oh, there's something unexplored. Hello. Law of unintended consequences. Boom. Excuse me, but it felt good. Anywho, they there we go, finally. They transform it into, this very anti-booze church-themed meeting, and Joe says, "Okay, what the heck's going on?" He barges in, "What the heck's going on here?" And then Brian comes up and says, "Hey, Joe, calm down, where Peter's about to speak." And then they launch into the Mr. Booze song. Forget who did that off the top of my canopy, but yeah, it was interesting how they had, don't mess with Mr. Booze. And it is true. It's sometimes there's the way people are forced to go through their lives. It's a miracle that things don't end up worse for them. This is why you guys have always heard me say, please drink responsibly. I try and do that myself. Usually, when I have a drink, I am usually, more often than not, at home. I mean, yeah, if I get myself super drunk, which is not too often, thank goodness. If I throw up in my own tree bed, yes, I'll complain about it to myself and I'll want to have a drink, but, it's my own darn fault if that happens. Thankfully, I have yet to I have yet to drink sufficient amount of alcohol to throw up in my bed. Which is why I tend to have, goat juice, caffeinated beverage. It's, caffeine is, while it has its own detrimental health effects, is far less likely to make me, woozy, in terms of, being drunk and all that. Oh yes, please remember, Drink responsibly, people. I have been drunk several times, and you'll feel giddy and all that jazz, but it's ultimately, it's not fun, because even though there are times, that's a few times that I have been genuinely, full on drunk, or even partly drunk, it's a case of you go is not always fun. Because when the world's spinning and you're trying to get to the little trees room, it's like, I need to go pee, but the world keeps spinning. It's got me thinking now of Independence Day, the original Independence Day film with Will Smith, Bill Pullman, and Jeff Goldblum. Here we are, talking about drinking, and we end up going into movies. But, goes into, let's see, Jeff Goldblum's character, David Levinson, he's the one who, manages to figure out the aliens, stuff and all that. Those torches there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, but of course, he gets to the point where he's at Area 51 and, things are looking their bleakest and all that. And, he's drunk. He's been drinking beer and all that. It's like, there's no way we can get, there's no way we can use this craft to get into the alien ship and then into the alien mothership and be able to, make good stuff happen for us. And, there's no way we can bring down their shields and all that. So, he's drunk. And then his father, Julius, comes in, and he's like, "Come on, David, let's get. Don't be lying down on the ground. You're gonna catch a cold." And David goes, "What?" And it's like, "I don't want you to catch a cold." And then it's like, "Oh, that's what we need." As I've said for the sequel, IDR, Independence Day Resurgence, I really wish they had been able to get Will Smith back in. That would have helped. As I've said, not speaking ill of Judd Hirsch or Brett Spinner, but I just feel as I've said many times, I've always felt that their roles in IDR are more detrimental to the film. But that is just my opinion. And probably a lot of people would probably share that opinion. Lover. Oops. You guys saw nothing. Oh, hello, coal. It's not flint coal, though. I've met, for me, myself, the two most famous people I've ever met are David Weber, author David Weber, and Vic Mignogna. Of course, David Weber is famous for his Honor Harrington series, the Honorverse, as it's called, and then Vic Mignogna's known for his VA work in anime, but of course working with Rooster Teeth too, before his unfortunate demise. Being various lewd things he did. You know, when I got to meet him when I realized when I went to SuiterCon in 2016, it was mostly to meet David Weber, because when I first saw it on the David Weber's DavidWeber.net. Let me get you guys that page. Before I forget. Yeah. Let's see here. There it is. Okay. That is not good. The site doesn't seem to be This is not good. Don't know why, but I'm getting redirected to what looks like a spam site, and but yeah, it's this is not good. Yeah. This is not good, guys. Yeah. I'm just getting for the top for his page, it should be DavidWeber.net, and the ones that are showing up for DavidWeber.net are showing up as of May. April. Let's see. Pecan Sci-Fi and Fantasy Literary Convention. Fantasy Literary Convention. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to. I was hoping to be able to give you guys that link, but obviously it's devolved in some sort of spam site. Which is, well, at least to me, it looks like a spam. It's been spamified, taken over. I'm not going to give you guys a link because, obviously, what good is it going to do you? I'll have to reach out to Trina to see if he might know anything about some of that stuff. I'm working in tech and all that. But, yeah, when I pulled up, was it? It was June 2016, so almost 10, it'll be 10 years next year. And I know I've told this story before, but basically I looked it up. You know, I was just pulling up his website, the good version of his website at the time. When I say good, I mean taken over by spam account thingy. Wait a minute. Did I? Just a sec here. Anti-Dum-Dumming time. One of these things. Okay, yes, I'm good. I guess, you know, getting distracted by all this stuff. You know, talking about all this stuff is just let me go a little. I'll probably go fix our pick. Yeah, it's looking, our regular pick here is looking a little worse for wear, so we'll head back to the smelter and go do a fix it. And do the mending enchantment on it, so hooray! But anyway, back to our story. Wherever you are, Skelly, you can stay the heck away. You want to do that? Hello, So yeah, I just was looking up his website and pulled up his upcoming con appearances page. You know, guest appearances page, and so it's like SoonerCon in Oklahoma City. Oh my goodness, that is fair for Tree Dad and me. It's fairly reasonable. You know, with two of us, you know, going together, we each have an alternate driver. And so it's like, Tree Dad, this is an alert. We can go see David Weber in person in Oklahoma City. It's not that, overall, it's not that much of it, would be not too far of a drive, reasonably speaking. It still took us a while to get there. You know, having to, you know, make sure, you know, we drove and all that, blah, blah, blah. But you said, wait, are you serious? It's like, yes, I'm very serious. Why else would I be telling you? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13. You know, it's like, you know, he's coming in, he's within fairly easy striking distance. A reasonably easy striking distance for a cop. And it was like, it's go! It's go! And so I made sure to get time off work from the grocery store job, and he did stuff for his end. I'm the one who actually is like, part of the deal is that, hey, you bought tickets, I'll do most of the hotel stuff. And it was like, deal. You know, you're gonna have to help pay, you know, for some food and all that. But I was like, yeah, deal. So I still remember, you know, that. Oh, hello. Thought I got all the iron there, but obviously did not. Flint, go bye bye. I still remember him walking in. I was like, I knew he existed as a person. Obviously, you know, he wouldn't be very hard to say, you know, that he wasn't a physical person. There's that moment, you know, oh, hello. I hear you, Zambit. Back, boys! Back, you bad, rotten boy! Huh. I hear you there, wherever the heck you are, Mr. Skilly. Stay the bloody heck away from me, son. Oh! Okay. This is a known area. Well, somewhat known. This is, of course, right over here. For context. For context, this is the roof of the mine shaft. Right here. Let's see some of my artistry. And yes, this is the roof of the mine shaft now. Sorry, fish. Sorry, fish. Ow. Just get an idea of what some of this area here looks like. Oxodal there. Hello, Mr. Oxodal. Still, but anyway, back to our thing. Still remember being at the end of my first panel, and then Tree Dad forgot the books he wanted to have signed. I, however, had remembered the books I wanted to have him sign. And so I said, well, Tree Dad, you better hurry up, go back to the hotel, get the stuff. And, oh, hello. Take that bone meal, not the fish. Thank you. I said, well, Tree Dad, you better hurry your arse up because, panel's mostly over. And he was like, yeah, son, I know. I went back to the hotel, and panel ended. Texted him, "Hey, Tree Dad, panel's over. Letting you know this, and you better get your butt over here. Look over from the back row where I was sitting or standing behind. Just get a look-see." Lo and behold, David Weber walks in, and I was like, get your butt over here. David Weber just walked in the door. Of course, Vic Manana, as I said, was also at the event. Originally, I was there, of course, to meet David Weber himself, and I was originally didn't anticipate getting anything by Vic, but later I did decide to have him autograph something, and that's what I had happen. All right, let's see, dum anti-dum time. Come on. Fix our pick, fix our pick, fix our pick. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's quickly have a noms. Set the game mode to peaceful. Make a deposit of good stuff. dump our metals in, pick up our non-metals. With our cobble while I'm thinking about it. Quickly making sure of which one was the full one and which ones were the empty. Come on. What the? Oh! I was like, that's why it wasn't there. I was like, dumb. It's placed over a torch. All right. Let me go ahead here and mute desktop so I don't blow headphones users out. And we will go get our pick fixed. So yeah. Yeah, the moment that David Weber walked into the room, that was just so amazing. I know what he looked like. I know what he sounded like. But to actually see him literally walk through the door, being, I was about maybe 12 feet, about 3.5 meters or so from the door, roughly. Maybe more like 10 feet, 3 meters from the door. And, that was, like I said, just the moment that he was, I saw his shadow, and just knew, and there we go. Pick is mostly fixed. Hooray! Oh, while we're here, turn the sound back on. Let's go up here to the enchanting area. Let's go de-level a little bit. We're going to go take a break here. Once we de-level, then I hop back on the mine cart back toward the current active end of the smelter area. Let's see here. Oops. That's that. At some point, I'm gonna have to go through and do some more book combining here. Now, anywho. Forgot. Did I? No, wait. I was thinking minecart. Or did I come in this way? Duh! It's like, Department of Duh. So yeah, save us a little bit of banter here. And I honestly do feel the need to go visit the little trees room. I'm going to go ahead here. Switches over to break. So yeah, guys, let's everybody here. Go ahead and everybody stand up, stretch, go get something to eat, go get something to drink, use the restroom. I'll see you all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, tree is back. Excuse me, I needed a few extra moments there to go do a little bit of poking around. Went to one of the virtual railfan cameras I would hang out on. Let me get you their site and YouTube. Let's see. Virtual railfan. Here is the link to their YouTube page and their webpage. So, what virtual for those who are uninitiated, one of the things that can be done these days with the wonderful, wonderful features of the internet and recording technology, of course, in cameras with mics, is cameras can be placed in a place to watch for something. And what Virtual Railfan does is mostly in the U.S., but there's a few places in Canada as well. I didn't go through and bother to really go refresh myself with the all the details. Currently, I haven't been on one of the cams that I used to frequent. I haven't frequented it for several years, but I've been wanting to get back into it. I'm thinking after this, maybe after this stream, I'll go hop back in and see how folks are doing. But did quickly pop into one of the ones that I did frequent, and there is saw he left chat already, but there was a fellow viewer on that cam, another Weber fan, that was like, "Oh, there's friend so and so who's also a Weber fan. I can see if he knows anything." So that's going to be, of course, a future tree thing to worry about. Oh, I forgot to. It's nothing in the world. Forgot to take the clay with us, but as I said, that's not the world. So let's go ahead here. Now that's actually one of course, at the time I was watching a lot more Virtual Railfan. I would usually leave it on lurk and, lurk and wait for a train to pass to see what was going on with that particular train. But it was a thing I would usually do on the weekends and watch. Oh, why did I do that? After these guys. Duh. So I'll have to get in touch with my old friend there, and have to go say, "Hey, first of all, long time no see. Second, you know anything about why David Weber's site is spammed?" It's that old saying, let the fingers do the walking. Yeah, like some of the trade stuff I've gotten to see, with like I said, talking about the May trip. That was just absolutely fun as can be, guys. There we go. Ow. I'm trying to do the torch method and keep placing the torch too quickly and not spamming out the not doing the thing out right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's some of the places I got to go and all that. It's worth it. Like I said, Heist announced it was sometime like late June-ish, early last month, about Rio Grande Southern, number 20 going back to Durango, and I was like, heck yeah. Because she did spend some time there, working for the Rio Grande Southern. And what was that announcement that it was and right on it, that video's heels was an announcement by the Colorado Railroad Museum itself. Darn it! Oh! I'm a dum-dum. There we go. Forgot to turn on hard. And let's see. There we go. Here is the link to the Colorado Railroad Museum. And then, let's see. There we go. Media. Maybe. Yeah, where is that link? Maybe I found it. Maybe I found it. Yeah, here it is. Found it. Found it. Locomotive CNRD. I get my railroad acronyms all mixed up. DNRGW number 315 is going to be making a visit to the Colorado Railroad Museum starting later this year to help pull Polar Express. And it'll be lasting through next May. At the same time, Rio Grande Southern is going to be going down to Durango for stuff there. And and all that. So, like I said, I've been starting to, already was starting to plan out a trip out to Pennsylvania to visit some railroads out there. The East Broad Top and the Reading and Northern Railroads. But, at least, start to figure out, how am I going to do this? Where am I going to go? Blah, blah, blah. And when that news dropped about the 315 coming to visit the CRM and visit one of her sisters, number 318. I was like, well, my East trip just got checked to 2027 because obviously I don't want to miss out on a... Oh, hello. Here's a spooter. Let's take advantage to try and spy what I could spy. See, let's do this the smart way instead of trying to, you know, constantly leap over stuff. Yeah, I was like, well, that plan's gone awry. Fortunately, we have a little thing we could pop through there. So yeah, I was like, well, next year's trip out east has become year after next trips. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really figure out how to be careful with my money to be able to get myself a new tree mobile and all that jazz, and save up for stuff. Also did a little bit of plotting and looking at stuff. I may have to push back a little bit my efforts to rebuild the rig a little bit. Maybe until October sometime. Because part of what would help me be able to get at least nominally a little bit faster potentially is new rig is, or at least the obligatory hardware for the internal guts, that is, would be to see if I can get myself a cheaper phone plan. Or one that would be better suited to my needs and all that. But of course, that's, you know, I'm going to have to buy part of what I need to do. I do need to get myself a new phone, so even if I go decently cheap, you know, it's still going to, you know, I don't need the most cutting edge phone. Ah, dum-dum. Hello. Oh, duh, I forgot about that. Thinking that I really do need a new phone. You know, if I can, as much as, you know, I would, you know, I'll have to see what my provider has. And, oh, hello there. 9. That's going to be future trees problem. Just going to use this dirt here to make sure that I can make some of these future bridges. I still remember for many, many moons that, you know, hello there, bot. Created 2 days ago. Ah, yeah. Stupid bot. Hate bots. People have time to make spam bots. Time to go do something far more productive. Time to help solve the problems of the world, not cause more. I was like, please tell me I'm not going to fall off. I was like, thank God. Whoa, that felt good. Wait, excuse me. Iron, iron, iron. More iron, more iron, more iron. Rats, less iron, less iron, less iron. We'll just androcide it. I hear myself a skelly. Skelly can go break its bones and be elsewhere. Rattle all you want, Skelly. Iron that I missed, but now I have it. As I've said before many times, I find mining in Minecraft therapeutic. Like I said, normally I've got, when I'm not doing live streams like this, excuse me, I've usually got a movie, YouTube, something else on to watch. So that, oh, hello. So that's something to listen to. Slant watch. There's a lot of stuff, of course, I do off cam. There are times where I really wish I could be streaming more, but it's a case of, said, IRL comes first. Heck, if I could even, say, hypothetically get, let's just say $500,000. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $500,000 after taxes and all that. Let's just say, I managed to, win a $1 million lottery and get $500,000 out of it after taxes and all that. If I, that of course would not be enough for me to live off of. To be able to quit my day, or should I say night job, but it would allow me at least to augment my income. rid of that. Rid of the bloody flint. No. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's, you know, even if I had the hypothetical $500,000 after taxes, it would certainly make, to a degree, my life a lot easier. Because even if I was able to get the best possible deal in terms of investing and all that, I would be nowhere near enough for me to be able to live off the dividends. Some of the stuff I've seen looking at taking a look at investing stuff, you know, there's the FIRE movement. FIRE in this case is an acronym: Financial Independence, Retire Early. Basically, try to get either one or more high-paying jobs, cut your expenses to the absolute minimum that you possibly can. You know, lowest possible health insurance coverage. You know, that at least allows you to have some insurance. Lowest possible phone bill, car insurance, blah 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 blah. Max out retirement accounts and or investing, and hopefully within, say, a decade, maybe 15 years, have enough money squirreled away to be able to not have to work, you know, retire early. For me, it's a good concept, but I've seen some stories of people saying, you know, they really screwed things over trying to do this thing. It's either been a case of they get bored, or they screw things over. Are the two sort of main stories I've read about, or heard about, / read about. I could not do that sort of thing. I would like to. Honestly, I would. The thing of it is, I am having enough trouble trying to do streaming stuff, too. So, that's why I try to set aside what money I can to invest when I can. It's that old prodigal saying, you worked hard for your money, now make your money work hard for you. And that's why I do the investing, is to help make myself some more money. Make sure I come grab up all the stuff there. Honestly, I wish I could, but it is, as said, not for me. Let's extend this guy out a little bit more. Uh-oh, that sounds fun. It's one of those things that, as I've said, I am not a financial expert. Always do your research. That's one of those things is that, yeah, it's like I've come to realize the FIRE stratagem, while in some ways it makes a lot of sense, in some ways it does make sense. It's not for me. course, as I said, you know, I'm far more likely to get struck by lightning than win the lottery. But if I say, after taxes, say, got, say, $10 million and all that, let's just say I did that's $30 million, or 20, let's do 25, let's do a $25 million. If I got that and got, say, 10 million out of it, after taxes and all that, that would be, in its own way, more than enough to be able to live off dividends. 2, 3, 4. Ah. Now I've lost count. Since I did that, I wanted to see if that may have been the thing. But if I was, as I said, hypothetically had with this 10 million, if I strategically invested it all, I would have more than sufficient income, or should have sufficient income, more than sufficient income. Oh, I hear a baby Zambit. Baby Zambit, baby Zambit, go away, you menace chomper. Oh, great, there's 2 of them. Baby Zambits, I'm on fire. It's not good. Stupid Zambit, why you burn me, you big jerk wads. Well, mini jerk wads. Come on, dial. Thank you. Ah, now we got to deal with Daddy. No way. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. Let's torch that up so I can make sure I say to myself, hey, tree, your escape route's this way. Straight to the surface, huh? Hello, Skelly! Burn, bony guy, burn! Cautious as move along here. I was trying to place the torch to where I could see better in the pool, but nope. Hello. Okay, that was not totally unexpected, but kind of a little bit of a shocker still. Come on. I don't know why I thought I managed to get the darn thing there. Uh-oh. Creeper, zombies already seen me. Not so fast there, green man. I'm not going to really worry about going much... Oh, hello. Much farther because in this direction, because obviously I'll get myself so freaking lost. Based on prior experience, of course. So freaking lost that I was like, wait, which is the way home again? There. And goodbye, rotten flesh. Oh, come to daddy. Oh, put the... I am in the air tree. Don't be a dum-dum. So I love shulker boxes. Praise to the sun. Nice chunk of coal coming back with this. Ow. Ow. That's where I came in. Screw it, we'll just pillar up. Hello, iron. Hello indeed. Hello over there, white cat. Creeper! You dare go boom boom on me. And you went boom boom anyway. Spooter. Zambit. Kiss my sword. Hello, Spooter. Oh, we got a spider eye. Hooray! Oops, that was smart. Oh. But that boo-boo revealed iron. All right. Not going to care about that burbling lava over there. that a little bit of an expedition was very much worth it. Got a lot of copper, but also got some coal and iron. Oh, sorry, really had to stretch there, guys. All right. Before I forget, rotten flesh, I'll just toss that away. Reach across one side of you to scratch another. Fortunately, when you have long limbs to be able to reach that one side that one limb can't reach by itself, that's always a good thing. In some ways, it's helpful being a tree in that regard. I think we'll call it when we get back to the main shaft, the main mine shaft. I think we'll call it an episode. If it hadn't been for that little thing, I may have been willing to go slightly longer to get in another side gallery, but wait a minute. Did we? Oh. Oopsie poopsies. It just goes to show how long it's been. And hello over there, white cat. Alright. He wants out. Just a second. That actually did prove to be a mite helpful because roots needed a stretch. They were like, oh, tree, we're starting to cramp up. Please. Tree root muscles are cramping up. Please stop. Iron, iron, iron. I'll probably do a little bit more mining off cam as soon as I get stream over. But I'm just feeling it's when you're having to both stream and mine and stream. Like I said, part of me is just so used to having some sort of movie, documentary, whatever on. And I really get a thrill out of that. Because when I'm busy doing mining, like right now, I was like, I know I don't play music and all that. But for me, I'd like to have, if I'm learning something, about physics or whatever, it's something I like. Iron. Torch up there to later be able to see things a little bit easier up there as need be. Wherever you are down there, Mr. Zambit, you may go try to bite somebody else. How about that? Coal, we got some coal. Now, frickin' bots. Stupid frickin' bots. Tell you what that message really means is it's really to cause anguish and anguish and anarchy. Come on. this all tidy. Check those 4 clay balls right there. All the cobble there. Oh, geez Louise, White Cat, you couldn't wait a few more moments. Yeah. Just a second. The attention-needing White Cat wants back in. Of course. And once again, the attention-needing White Cat. Hello there. What you want, Mr. Attention Needer? You obviously want attention, don't you? Hi. How are you? What you want there, Mr. Butt? You, sir, are indeed a butt. All right. All right, let's see. So... I'd say screw it, make up an extra block there of coal. Should be able to get some, undoubtedly get some more lumps on the next trip out. I mean, look at that. I could fill 1 3/4 times over my inventory in iron. So, all right. We're going to go ahead here, guys. We're going to end the stream. So, not sure if we're going to be able to raid anybody, but I'll throw up the raid message just in case. So, for those of you watching here on Twitch at twitch.tv/JoseGeorge, please remember to go ahead and hit that follow button. If you are watching over on the YouTubes at youtube.com/JoseGeorgeGaming, please remember to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications. It really does help. See, yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can really raid too many people. Unfortunately, on my watch list, there's only one person who's really active, Dragons versus Vampires, that I think we could, well, somebody else just popped up, but I think, no. Yeah. Yeah, not too many people, so I'm not going to really bother worrying about it. Just raid right now, so, do hope that you guys will, actually, wait a minute, someone just popped up. Wait a minute. Wait a second. The thing decided, the page decided to refresh. So, well, they've been live a while. We'll go raid them. Yeah, it's one of those things. Technology decided to catch up. So we do have somebody we can raid. Somebody I haven't said hi to in a while. We're going to go say hi to GameFox over twitch.tv/GameFox, the GameFox TV. Currently playing some 7 Days to Die, so that's a little bit of a similar thing, resource gathering and all that. So go select the trigger of his right to bring a shade of water. Please wait for me to post first. I want a nice strong raid behind me. Hope to get you guys later today and hopefully Thursday for some bookmarker episodes of Let's Play Titan Quest Season 3. Next Saturday will be another episode of City Building Saturdays in Pharaoh Cleopatra. Next Sunday, hopefully, knock on wood, we will have a double feature of Grand Strategy Sundays at Kaiser Punk and a bookmarker episode of Midwestern Minecraft. So, because a week from today, Monday, we'll be going back into Midwestern Minecraft. So, let's go ahead here. Let's get this raid party started. As appreciates everybody who has come out, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.